Another day, another delay. Well guys, SPCE aka Virgin Galactic finally launching that test flight. The moment that we have all been waiting for, and hopefully getting them one step closer to becoming FAA approved and to be able to operate commercially. So after months and months of delays, finally SPCE successfully launched their test flight, and we started to count the dollar signs, and we see a big green day pending ahead until boom, this bit of news came out. Virgin Galactic cut short spaceflight attempts after engine abort. Pilots safely returned to land. Of course, it's good that they have safely returned, but we didn't want it to be cut short. We wanted this to be a completely successful flight. And it goes on to say that the spaceship was cut short after the engine of its Spaceship 2 vehicle Unity did not fully ignite as it attempted to launch above New Mexico. It also says that it confirms that they successfully returned back in a glide back to land, where it took off just about an hour earlier. But the moment that we was all waiting for, it hasn't quite been completed. I mean, it took off, which is one good thing, but it has had to come straight back to land. And they was updating us on their Twitter page throughout, and this is one of the, this show you a little thread here of some of their tweets. Today's flight landed beautifully with pilots, planes and spaceship safe and secure. It goes on to say, our flight today did not reach space as we had been planning. So it sounds quite uplifting until it drops in a bit at the end that it didn't actually reach space. It goes on to give us a brief statement here. After being released from its mothership, Spaceship 2 Unity's onboard computer that monitors the rocket motor lost connection, and it triggered a fail-safe scenario that halted the ignition of the rocket motor. And following that, it goes on to mention about the safety engineering, which is purposely designed to enable our pilots to safely glide back at any point. So it goes on to talk a bit more as well. I'll leave it up on the screen, but it's basically sounding quite promising from their Twitter feed. You know, they're kind of talking like this is a small blip, when reality is they haven't completed their mission again. So what does this mean for the company going forward and for us as shareholders in Virgin Galactic? Well, to cut straight to the chase, this is just another delay, basically. And if you are already a holder in Virgin Galactic, you have probably experienced delay after delay already. So this is not something that you're not familiar with. We're very used to this with Virgin Galactic. This is a long-term company trying to innovate and change the future, basically. The difference is, once this does finally take off, we should be seeing some very big gains. So, okay, it's delayed again, but at the end of the day, they are talking quite positively about this. On their Twitter feed, it actually goes on to say, I'm even more confident that this is the level of safety that consumers will want and be expecting from us. And it basically says that we look forward to sharing information. They're going to do a root cause assessment of the communication loss, and they're going to have a next flight window in the near future. So it does sound promising from them. They're going to work on the problems. One difference between this test flight and the previous ones that have been delayed is this actually did go ahead and it did successfully land again. Yes, they didn't make it to space, but it has actually happened. So that's one step closer than it was before. And if you're a long-term investor in Virgin Galactic, this is a positive move in the right direction. Not, of course, what we wanted. We wanted it to be completely successful, but it is a move in the right direction. And we're hoping that they're going to have that next flight in the near future. It obviously depends on numerous things. It's been delayed in the past due to COVID restrictions, weather permitting, and obviously mechanical failures as well. If it can bypass all of that, I do think it can launch that next flight in the future. Maybe we're talking about maybe a few months' time, hopefully. You know, so it is looking promising going forward, and they need to get that FAA approval. They really do need to get it, because then they can start to make money, and that is what the business is all about. They need to make money, basically, and as shareholders, we want them to make money. We are holding this company as a long-term investor. Now, if we have a look at the share price, it had a big run up as of late. It went all the way up to $34. And now, after hours, obviously the market's closed at this current time, but after hours, it hasn't really moved. I was expecting a big old pullback off of this news, because it did have a run up, which means maybe a lot of short sellers, short investors are buying into this company. Maybe they haven't clocked onto the news yet. Maybe the news isn't quite out there as much as we thought. But maybe on Monday we will probably see a pullback. I imagine we're going to see a red day. I don't think there's going to be a crash coming. I do think we're going to see a small sell-off. And if it is a big sell-off, then we'll just buy more. We've come this far with Virgin Galactic, and it is probably one of the most, if not the most, volatile company out there. Nobody is buying this company for an easy ride. I do still think it has potential to 5x, 10x in the future. And if this flight goes successfully planned, I'm pretty sure we'll see a very nice green day and a lot more to follow. So let me know down below your thoughts on Virgin Galactic. Just a quick video today. Wanted to do this one because it is one of my favourite companies. So let me know your thoughts. Please, if you've enjoyed this video, smash the like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching, and until next time.